the Range Rover had driven down this bridleway. All three men were shot through the head at point-blank range. Detectives say they're keeping an open mind, but believe the killings have all the hallmarks of a gangland murder. Although the dead men have yet to be formally identified, detectives now say they're believed to be known criminals, but they have no idea why they were murdered.
Hello and welcome. I am Adam, Southend Paraquest. What you are about to watch is my third and final visit to Workhouse Lane to carry out a paranormal investigation. The team have not been here before and have little knowledge of the events that transpired here in 1995. This is a much more subdued affair compared with the previous two times that I have visited here with different teams. With 3 years since the last visit, I wanted a very different approach. So watch and see what we get on this last visit to Workhouse Lane.
Say that would be the fence post there, Adam, because it's been
Concreted in.
Yeah, that's really.
There should be another one.
No, that looks concrete. That looks concrete. There's a concrete post or something. Did you say that would be part of the gate post, or am I just imagining that? Because that is not a slab, that's concrete. Yeah, because it was a concrete post that were gate posts, wasn't it?
Good evening everybody, welcome. This is the Southend Paranormal team, and tonight, as I've long since promised, we've returned to the site of the shootings of Rettendon.
There is.
And basically what I'm doing now is draw a line under this, and that this will be my lot as regarding the paranormal content for this site. That's not to say there's other paranormal things that can be investigated in Rettendon. I feel there's a lot of other things that have gone on around here through the mist of time. But certainly for this incident, this will be my last visit. We've got plenty of others to be checking out. Something I've mentioned once or twice down the line is that I wanted to keep this affair very, very subdued. And the last two that I did, I was pretty green with it. And we got some great content, there's no doubt about that. But we just want to keep things a bit quiet, subdued. You know, just keep it a more sombre affair tonight. And with keeping things more quiet, obviously we can listen out, you know, be able to pick things up. So tonight the team that is here with us tonight is the guys, as you know. Got Paul behind the camera, Rudy, and also Gloria. And we're going to see if we can pick up anything, and also if we can maybe get any questions answered. So that's what we're hoping. If we don't get anything, don't be disappointed. These things don't always pan out, but we'll see what we can do. So keep watching and you will see what we see.
Shelf.
What's that?
That's a chill. I got, I'm with my parents, demonic and sleep.
Right, so I'm going to call now to anyone that's here. So we've got Pat, Tony, Craig. I know you weren't keen on me being here before, I get that. We don't have to be friends. But there's a lot of information that... What's
over here, mate?
What's that?
Anything over here? I've got, my name is Lily. Did you hear what Adam, Rudy just said?
What's that?
Tell Adam what you just said. He's being told, U-C-U-N-T.
U-C-U-N-T, very loud.
That's Pat.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it and all.
Yeah.
Very
Lots-
angry.
Yeah, I know he was angry before. Pat, we don't have to be friends. I don't care what you think of me. But what happened to you that night has been a lot of stuff hidden about what's gone on, and obviously most importantly, who actually shot you.
Who's Danny?
Danny. I'm not familiar with a Danny.
Yeah, Danny. Pat saying about Danny.
Pat
Danny,
sounds.
Peace.
maybe he thought it was somebody else.
Thank you. Maybe in Danny.
No.
Oh, he knows who I am.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I can feel he knows who you are.
Yeah. I know what you think of me, Pat. I'm not really.
His name's coming up.
So much anger.
Yeah.
Loads of anger.
Yeah. So that bit is where you concur with the last two. And the first thing that when I met up with Julie and even Mark, I said the first thing we're picking up with a lot of anger down here. I know some of it's directed towards me and also what's happened. But we're giving you a way to communicate with us. You can go near the black box, touch the lights. Just gives you a way of acknowledging anything. As I say, there's stuff that Essex Police have hidden, and we believe that the two men that were sent down for what happened to you were not responsible for that. And we're actually trying to find the information out that can maybe shed some light on everything. So I hope that's resonating. Can hear an owl over there.
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
So it's to who?
One of us around is an owl. Who?
Okay, the first thing I'm going to ask is, obviously you're here, Pat, is Tony with you? So Tony came through to me last time. Actually come from my spirit box.
Dare.
Yeah. So Tony and Craig. So just the first thing we can do is establish if all three of you are here, or if it's just one, or if it's just two.
All right, get Danny down here.
Get Danny.
Danny.
Get Danny down there. Danny.
Craig. Craig saying that.
Craig.
Get Danny down
There's a big man here,
Yeah.
like tall,
Yeah.
really broad shoulders,
Yeah.
like
here. Pat, isn't it?
That's
Um,
Pat.
Oh, sorry,
like
Pat.
he would have worked out. He's got big muscles, or he was on steroids. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Pat.
Big guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he doesn't come through with any like hate or anything like that. He's being quite reserved. I don't know if this is what he's like. I don't even know who this man is. But he's just here.
That.
Amazing.
He's big. I wouldn't want to argue with him.
No. I mean, you
So
wouldn't.
if he wants to say anything, he can say it, and I will just tell you exactly what he says because
Yeah.
he's huge.
Anything.
He's really, really a big man.
Yeah.
That
Tony
was
wasn't. I mean, Tony wasn't small either. But what's that?
Who?
That's Pat Taylor, wasn't it?
Who's that?
Who you're describing as Pat? In
Stature.
yeah. But Tony was also a big guy as well, and he
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I can't. What are you showing me? Oh,
Adam?
yeah. You know.
Which one of them was a football fan? Just something that sprung to mind and after I got those balls out. Which one was the football freak? Or, sorry, wrong word, football enthusiast.
Football enthusiast. Hang on.
and the name Damon.
The name
I wanted to say Damien.
Damien.
It's not Damien. It's Damon. D-A-M-O-N.
I get the impression they were waiting, expecting for someone else to turn up, not the geezer that's but some others friends to turn up.
Obviously, this is part of the timeline, but they were shocked to see the person who actually opened the car. Yeah, they were shocked. It wasn't meant to be the person they were supposed to see. I get that. But I'm
And there's a pond or a lake here.
Yeah, you've had.
on the person.
There's actually 3 lakes here. There was 2 here.
One of them is significant, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
He's talking about the pond or the lake.
Talking about
firearm.
What?
Someone's probably chucked the handgun. I see a handgun.
It is a son of shotgun or whatever it was they used.
Well, there was a hand. I don't know what the handgun is.
He
shot
oh, look,
me.
look at that, look. Adam,
Yeah.
he shot me.
Yeah, I heard that. He shot me.
Don't know what the handgun's in.
But didn't the official police report say it was a son-off or a shotgun?
Yeah, that's probably right. But
Because the holes were big.
no, it was a
Me.
It was a shotgun. Yeah.
Me.
So where'd the handgun come
But
from? Unless
I
it was
also
one of their handguns.
It's probably one of their handguns.
Oh yeah, question.
I think they was expecting something.
Oh,
That's
shit.
why they loaded up the handgun. But they didn't have a chance to put it out, obviously. So,
Well, you know we're talking about the gun. Was it a handgun or
My
a shotgun?
baby.
Okay.
You said question, so I'm questioning.
All right. So what I'm going to do? Obviously, everyone on.
What do I do?
Demand. He's telling me to demand.
Obviously, everyone that's watching this will know that the official story was that they came down here about 7. There was the 3 of them, Pat, Tony, and Craig, in the car, and they picked up and they picked up Mickey Steele down at the Traveller's Joy.
who was that? Daniel Darren, that's what I remember.
Darren.
Daniel Danny, it sounded like Danny, but I think
I'm lost.
Darren. Danny Darren.
Darren.
Could be Darren.
Right. That's going to make sense.
And who, as they tried to open the door, right? And one of the gunmen kicked the door and he shot.
Weird. I don't like football.
I said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to, one of the guys tried to get out, but the door was kicked shut by the guy and then just blew him away there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is that right? I mean, is that right?
It's. I
that's
don't
what it
think.
sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it sounds like. You're on track with that name,
What, Danny or Darren?
Darren.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that before.
It's only so I can see what
Yeah, yeah. Darren, I thought it was
It's definitely
Damien, Danny. Oh,
I can see it.
The
It's in writing.
yeah. So the official storyline was the Range Rover stopped there,
Adam knows the name.
and Mickey got out to do the gate.
Behind you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
behind you.
I know. Yeah.
Would you help?
That's what we're here for. Yeah, the official storyline was the Range Rover stopped there. Mickey
Go
got-
away.
Yeah, and they had the balaclavas on. I know that. They had that. One of the guys, I don't know if all of them, but they had a balaclava on with the, you know, like the ski march thing.
Like military.
Huh?
Like military thing, is it? Or
Well, no, it's just an ordinary balaclava, you know, black one with the hole Like,
That doesn't
you know,
anything-
so you can only see the
anything about
eyes and
this.
the nose part. And he's the one
Is he
who
one of
kicked
the
the
people
door
that-
shut and just.
Oh right, okay.
They was surprised.
No, I
Yeah, they
So
were.
at least.
Yeah, so the official thing was Mickey got out to undo the gate, as he did so his accomplice,
right,
which
when we've done
was
this, I'm going to
Jack
look it up.
Holmes, coming from behind.
He
opened
got
the
it.
door.
Yeah, one of them got it
Oh, God,
behind the
yes.
car, didn't they?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
well, I'll sort of demonstrate how
Now,
it
one,
went down, but they got, from what I gathered, they couldn't have been taken from the front because I would have seen them. So they'd come in from behind, and I've already tracked from the a lane down there. I've already walked across these fields and come down and come out from beyond, and it can be done.
Quick pick your brain.
Yes,
Pat didn't go to prison in his early days, didn't
he did, yeah.
he? The camera keeps restarting and resetting and it's just come up on the street of that camera.
Oh, okay,
I don't
And he's playing
know.
around my camera.
all right,
I'm not sure, but I'm getting free.
yeah,
I don't know what that is to do with it, but yeah, free.
all right, that's interesting.
I could be wrong. I mean, but
Yeah,
well, you know,
it was established there was one gun used.
one
So-
gun.
Yeah,
One gun used.
yeah, one shotgun, one loaded, like, you know, you can load multiple loads.
Satanic.
But I'm not certain this
But yeah, as I say, the card stopped here, Mickey got out. This is the official storyline.
What happened to me?
This is what we're doing. Jack came in from behind, took a shot or two, or whatever it was, and then Mickey came up.
Do you know what? I don't
He
feel
went to
any
fire.
of
His gun fell apart. This is the official line.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
this is the
Yeah,
He was very
Spin.
loyal.
yeah. This is the official spin line, as it were.
Official spin.
This is what happened with in Colt. And Mick gave Jack gave Mick his gun, and Mick finished it off. That's the official line, which is it's complete and utter bunkum.
no, that's not right.
Yeah,
I don't think it's right. Don't make any sense. Don't marry up.
no,
Because don't forget, there's 3 guys in the car.
yeah.
Right? And you're saying he took one bloke, to take
28.
3 guys out.
Well, here's the thing. As I say, they were parked. As they were parked, they were facing forward, so we would have to come in from behind. Now, what I've got what we seem to understand so far, there was one shot used.
So what? I mean, is it a 5? You're saying then it was a 5 or 6? What's it? Pump?
It
Six
was
shot
a
pump?
pump or self. It was a self-loading, a self-loading shotgun.
Right.
Because they said the shells all came from the same gun.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, but it was it's one of the shotguns you can put multiple rounds in.
There was multiple shots on each person, wasn't there?
That's right. Yeah, multiple shots.
In my chest, in
Getting
my lungs.
loads of glass on her chest.
Okay. Now the shots where Craig was on the in the driving seat. You then had Tony
When you say 1%,
in the passenger seat, and sat behind was Pat. He was in the back seat.
So there was 3 people, other people, apart from them. One of them, you say, was the gunman. The other one was opening the gate.
to have their, like the truth.
Yeah, that was the storyline, and Mick was to open the gate.
So who was the 3rd person, I wonder?
Well,
What was he to do with it?
well, Mick and Jack weren't here. That was the official storyline. They concocted this with Darren.
Weak. Stop.
You objected to that, yeah?
Stop.
Or did you choose the life of crime because it was easy money?
Just said stop. So yeah, that was
Castle.
devil.
I thought that's a scandal.
What do you want?
We're trying to establish what happened here.
Anyway, but yeah, that's so the official storyline. It was one gunman.
Well, the official storyline, there was 2 of them, 2 guns.
Two guns.
The forensics said that there was only one shotgun used.
I don't know.
Just don't seem.
It's
I mean, it's possible more people, others could have come in and helped.
I mean, the main one, obviously, they talked about is the gunman,
Do you know what?
and
I was
obviously
thinking that.
the one who opened the gate and the gunman.
Yeah.
But the other, the third guy, if there was a third guy, who was that?
Well, that official story, the third guy that's involved with the shooting was the guy that turned evidence in supergrass.
Right, so there was the third. So that's what I'm getting at. But I thought there was three. I just called. I didn't know the word. I just called it three gunmen. You know, but yeah.
Yeah, so that was the official storyline. What in the stuff that I've done, and the most recent one was where I tracked from that. There's a lane up in South Woodham called Rectory Lane.
Yeah.
And I come across the fields down here, and it matched up with the timeline that Billy Jasper gave. He was the real driver. Darren.
Oh, Darren. This is where this.
Darren was the supergrass who claimed said he had nothing to do with the shooting. But that was the official line. I think Darren had something else in. Darren was actually involved, and
Me too.
I just said to Gloria, I said, I feel like I've got people looking behind me because there's a car. I feel like there's a car coming. And when I said that, Gloria said, yeah, it's like kind of like you feel there's a car coming.
Earlier when I was down there.
And it just went, yeah.
Okay. As I say, I've just given like the official line. That was the official line. Mick was never in that car because what witness reports said that there was only 3 people that in that car when it come down here. So there was no 4th person in that car.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon we're picking up? The fact is, when the car was coming down, they're looking behind them to see if they were followed.
Yeah. Now this is where it gets interesting because the witness reports said there was a second Range Rover that came in shortly after they did, about 7 o'clock. And there was 3 people in that.
Yeah, that's 3 people.
Yeah.
That's what I was on about.
So you're picking up on the 3 people that come in the Range Rover behind them.
Well, there's all I know. My instincts are telling me there was 3 people
Okay.
to do connected with this.
Yeah. All right. So
I
you're.
don't know who they were.
Yeah.
They could have been after the fact or matter of fact. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna.
So
I mean, the first question I'm going to ask
they could
is.
be the cleansing team, couldn't they?
Yeah, there could have been all sorts down here. I'm trying to work out the immediate things that happened between 7 and say midnight.
Picking up on another car.
Picking up on another car. There was a second Range Rover that came down here that night.
That's probably what we're picking up.
Yeah, it wasn't in the official.
Behind us for
Yeah.
another car coming. Or a car coming down.
Where?
And it definitely was a Range Rover.
Yeah, it's a big car. I can't see.
Yeah.
I can't feel what it is, but it was a
Right.
big.
Yeah. So there was another dark Range Rover, a dark coloured Range Rover that came in behind.
It's Range.
Yeah.
The car
Just hope it's not going to be much.
following or coming down. And it's gone off again. Stop turning my camera off.
Paul's camera keeps going off. Now, look, I'm going to ask a few questions. I don't know if you can use the devices to
I was killed. We know you was.
acknowledge anything I'm saying or talk to Rudy and Gloria.
Phones were unreliable.
Yeah.
But I wish I kind of knew now because it makes sense. But all I can tell you is what he's saying, and he's saying the phones were not reliable.
So he's saying the phones were not reliable.
Yeah,
Okay.
but-
Yeah.
If I remember back then, they used to have the really crap.
Yeah, we're still predominantly analogue. The digital was only just
Yeah, it
started
was
coming
only
in.
like the GSM R1800s or something like that. I think. It
Yeah.
was.
And yeah, because they were picking up from 2 mobile phone masts or something. That's how they triangulated. They part of the thing that they used was the mobile phone mast picking up on where they were, but they're not very accurate. You know, they're not like they are now, where you can pick you up
Like
within 2 metres.
geolocation, like GPS.
Yes, basically, yeah. The cell tower can tell your location.
Yeah,
Like
but
how
it's,
strong the signal is getting to your phone.
Oh,
Back
okay.
then, back then it was old technical. Well,
yeah,
was
it wasn't.
technology,
We use our phones all digital
so-
technology
well,
now,
I think it's like where
but
some
the digital phones were in their
5
infancy.
metres square or 5 foot square, they can tell where you are. Back then it was like 1,500 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what he meant then. I don't know.
Yes. I mean, the first question I'm going to ask is, After you turned up here around 7 o'clock, did you move away? Did you come away from this lane after you come down here at about 7? So you touch any devices here or talk to Gloria and Rudy. There's reports that they were seen in other parts in the area. Were you seen at a pub in Alsett? Did you go to a pub in Alsett?
Francis. Why is that name in the book?
Look, Frank.
How about the Fortune of War? Did you go visit the Fortune of War at any point in that on the evening? The old Fortune of War pub. Silence.
You can feel the silence as well.
Just trying to establish what went on that evening. So this is why we're asking, because there's other reports that were circulated and kind of got dismissed or ignored, which placed you at other points in the evening.
Talk to me.
To Pat or Tony? Craig?
Flight.
Okay. Did you come away from here at any point? Between you turning up here about 7 o'clock and
Disfigured.
Disfigured. Let's just see the photos.
They've got photos.
Yeah, there's
The
photos.
public can see.
Yeah, there's photos of them online, all on the slabs.
That's awful.
Yeah, not very nice pictures.
I think you can tap in the devices in here involved
Whiskey. Martha.
like that. It's that whiskey, Martha. You can touch these like that. They will light up. Anything I'm saying is
Margaret.
Margaret. I said there's going to be. You might pick up some other stuff that's gone in here. I just feel it's a bit of a sort of conduit. But they're still going off when I touched it.
Yes.
Okay, right, so we'll put it out.
Yeah, because I watched you change that thing to blue and that side.
Yeah, okay, so that was me.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, now it's going off.
Yeah, that's not you.
Yeah, no, that isn't me.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so if you've got the hang of that. Okay, I'll just ask one more time. Did you come away from this lane at any time after 7 o'clock?
Castle.
Yeah, I was about to put mine over there.
Anne.
It's funny how this is just frozen. You haven't done this for ages.
Well, my camera keeps switching itself off, so...
Yeah. Just turn that off a minute.
Got any more, Gloria?
I don't know. I just get this guy who turned up first when I was over there. A young man. Well, not young. Well, young to me, in his 30s.
Just the ball car.
Yeah. And
Find
he's
me.
running. He's just running through fields, but that's not a field, is it?
Yeah, it's a field. They're all fields.
Oh God, it's
Sorry.
right.
Sorry, Gloria.
So he's. I don't know why. He's scared. He's really scared, and he feels sick. And he's just running away.
What, do you know what he's scared of?
No, but I don't.
So he's run back across the field.
Well, I don't know if he came from the field. I just felt there where that puddle is, just before that puddle.
Yeah.
Real sense of foreboding, feeling of sickness and just fear. And then it feels like I am running through a field to a building over. Well, let me give him a bit. I think he's going that way. It's a house or a building over there.
In your opinion, would you say it's a fear because he sees something,
I was going to say that,
or
but
because he's done something?
no, I don't think he's done anything.
So he's witnessed something. Would you
Is
say
it right?
that's
It's
the
either
kind of
witnessed
fear?
something, or he knows something's going to happen, or he's seen someone he doesn't like. I don't know, but he's afraid. He's afraid for
Thirst.
himself, and he's running.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or he's afraid of. I don't know. He's afraid for him, not for anyone else. He's afraid for him.
So it's a self-preservation fear.
Yes, and so he's going.
So he's obviously seen something, or he knows something's going to happen, and he's running.
Yeah, and if what you're saying is right, and the gate was there, he's going in that direction.
Well, I don't think the gate was parallel to here. I think it was more like that.
Well,
Judging by the way the post is, it looks like.
Yeah, the gate. I mean, the gate literally went. Great. As I say, you've got to remember.
Yeah, you can see this divot there, look, where the slab there.
So the whole
will everything be on the gate?
Yeah, it's there, look.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it might go that way.
Yeah, it does. It brings
Go that way, and that. So obviously he's running all the way.
Yeah, so it's here, and it's just going that way. And there's a farm or a house.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's not like purposeful. Well, it is purposeful running because he knows where he's going, but it's like panicked running.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering if that was one of the two who look after who were the farm, like who had to do with the farm.
We're here to help.
Okay.
Okay.
So would you say, Adam, that the guy she's seeing, the bald guy, was probably one of the, if you like, caretakers of the fields? Or,
Yeah.
And he's seen something and then shit himself and run?
That actually feels more comfortable than him being involved in this. I feel he wasn't involved.
'Cause
He's
I'm-
either seen something or he knows something's going to happen.
Where
I
am
don't
I?
know, but he's running.
Right.
Because all I keep seeing, I can't see the person, I keep seeing someone shutting the gate, locking it, and then
Okay.
it's kind of, it's weird. It's not like they're running, but it's like
No, this guy's running.
spooked.
I
Is
can
all can
feel
say.
my breath like he's running, and
Like
I
he's
feel that
spooked.
later in his life, he passed with a heart attack or heart failure. So I've got pain down my arm here.
Okay.
I just got, where are my ashes? Any of them cremated?
No, none of them were cremated. They were buried.
Demon.
Demon. This camera is
Came
not.
up
This
before,
camera's
didn't it?
gone.
Mine shut down about 6 times.
Yeah, no, my Nokia 9. It's just doing nothing.
Scream.
The app's still running, and I've stopped the recording, but I've still got the circle, and the app's still running. So I've physically stopped it recording, but it's not. It's just stuck.
Dana.
So I'm. I know I've asked this before, but did the shooting occur around midnight? What I felt happened was that. So I've done this. I've come in from the gate there. Yeah, I've come in from behind.
and it would have brought you correct out, but you'd be quiet and you come through. You've seen how dark it is down there, with no lights, you won't see anything. And he'd come in, open the back door to the Range Rover. It's annoying because I'm left-handed, but he's gone in and shot Craig, shot Tony, and then he shot Pat in the abdomen.
Just a quick one, Adam.
Yes.
Sorry, mate, it seems not so. Come over here, and I heard gatepost. I looked over there, and it just said, "Did you hear me?"
Yeah.
You see that gatepost over there?
Yeah.
Try and tell me that that one there is exactly the same.
Yeah, that gate is old.
The one in the field there, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah. So
He's trying to tell me that's what was there. Weird. Weird, I know, but it's
Living room.
yeah, as I said, when I traced it, they say that the official storyline.
Any of them into astronomy?
Just one to ask Adam.
What's that?
Well, I know this is really bizarre because they're meant to be criminals, but was any of them into astronomy? Because I've just heard someone say, why does he keep talking about the effing stars? So was it a clear night?
It was a clear
So they'd
night.
be able to see.
Yeah.
So okay, so someone that evening was talking
Susan.
about how nice the sky looked. or something.
It was, as I say, it had just been snowing. It was clear as a whistle that night, and the lighting from the moon is similar to what we've got now. If you took the cloud away.
He's talking about stars. He's talking
Yeah,
about.
you could look up. It's you know, it's not polluted from. There's hardly any light
It's
pollution.
not the kind of thing a bunch of criminals would chat about, is it? Really? Is it strange?
I know, yeah, but
Which is why I asked if it was like one of their things.
it wasn't one of their things. But it was a clear night. It was like this. It was literally like as it is now.
Pleasure.
What's that? Treasure. Yeah, so they've done that and then gone round the car and then Pat
Cellar.
was shot twice. The first one actually missed his head and the second one was the one that killed him. So it was, but it's just how I
Picture.
felt. The person that shot them was known to them. Because otherwise, why shoot Pat in the stomach when he just as easily can shoot him in the head? So it just felt like to me that they wanted Pat to know who it was. Because otherwise, you just shoot him in the head and that's done. He wanted Pat to know. That's how I feel about it. So, but it's interesting that Rudy mentioned Darren. Now, Darren Nichols, the official line, was that he was the getaway driver. Mick came down here with the three of them in the back of the car. Darren
Drowned.
dropped off Jack Wilmes at the top of the lane. Jack come down here. Darren drove off and parked just up the road to wait for a phone call to come and get them. So about 10 minutes later or whatever, he said he got the phone call from Jack to come and get us. So he come back down here and took Mick and Jack away. That's the official line. Darren was known to Pat when they did time. Pat didn't like Darren, just took the mickey out of him. And someone has told me that Darren was here. And it wasn't for driving. He's a lot more involved. So we've got to, I've personally narrowed it down to two. I mean, I will say this now because obviously you've not seen it, but the two previous times we come down here, the finger was pointed at Darren as the shooter. But there is someone else that's been mentioned who was military and he was known as Mr. D. But I don't know whether Mr. D was Darren or whether it was someone else.
The
D.
D, yeah.
T-H-E, V-D.
Mr. Billy Jasper, he was the guy that dropped someone off at midnight over there, who ran over the fields, come through there, done the job, and then went back again. But he wouldn't say his name other than that he called him Mr. D, and that was it. So either Mr. D is Darren, or it's someone else who just happens to have the same, same initial. But that's where we're at. I mean, what I'm trying to hope tonight is that we could maybe get a timeline of what they did, because they had a holdall in the back of the car which was found empty, and this Mr. D allegedly went back to...
Sorry.
Why are you apologising? And Mr. D allegedly went back to Billy Jasper.
Yeah.
Right, what's going on? So the Mr. Are we saying the Billy Jasper story is holding weight? Food. So maybe the Billy Jasper story does hold weight then. That's what happened. They've come down, done the business, taken whatever's in the holdall and gone back. Because he came back to Billy Jasper with 2 holdalls. One of them had his shotgun and a handgun in it.
I've been told to shush and listen.
Sorry.
Okay.
Adam,
Yes.
we were talking over here and he just went, shh, listen. Got a sense of humour, hasn't
Yeah. I did like a laugh, if nothing else.
So may I ask?
Yeah, go for it.
May I ask Gloria just said was the Jasper story, not the original.
No.
It's another take on it, isn't it?
Yeah. Billy Jasper was pulled in for something else. He then gave a witness statement to say that he brought someone down here, and it was totally ignored. Ivan Dibley, who was the CIA, the SIO, or Senior Investigating Officer, it was his last case. He had a personal grudge with Mickey because Mickey kept evading him for other criminal related matters. Mickey was good at drug import-export. He was a very clever guy.
Was he one of the chaps in the car?
Mickey was the one that was supposed to have got in the car on the official storyline, but he wasn't in there.
Okay.
Darren, when he got pulled in, he made up this story that he'd taken...
I want to.
What do you want to do? He'd made up that story to
Harm.
You want to harm? Okay. Who do you want to harm? I keep getting down in my head again. Darren made up this story that implicated Mick and Jack to the shootings. I mean, the statements were actually full of holes, but no one was history. As far as Ivan Dibley was concerned, Mick was guilty, and it was just a case of getting the evidence to frame him. And that's
Why
what
was Mick supposed to get in the car?
Mick,
To shoot them?
well, apparently it was Mick that told Tony and Pat and Craig about this aeroplane landing in the field that had
Where?
over in the field there, about this 80 kilo drop of cocaine, and they was going to hold up the plane and rob it. That was what the official storyline was. So that's how Mick was implicated.
Okay.
So
Laura.
yeah, Mick was to get in the car to bring them down here to show them where the plane would land. If you go over
Peace.
those fields, you'll see it's not big enough for a plane to come in.
But wasn't they supposed to drop it? No.
No, the plane was going to land.
Was it?
So
Yeah.
that was the ruse to get them out.
Yeah, that was basically the ruse to get them down. That was part of the... whether there was any truth in that, I don't know, but that's what was told.
So the chances are there was no plane.
No, there wasn't. No.
They were just being marked for execution.
Yeah. As I say, they came down here. It was knocking 7 o'clock. They turned up here. Witness report said there was another Range Rover that came in, but that's been broadly ignored. There was 3 occupants in it, which is what you said, Rody, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you've got to draw your own picture, because the official story is obviously there to, you know, that's the official press story, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the official line, yeah.
But I think
Protect.
at the end of the day, you have to piece it together like we have been doing and draw your own conclusions to what happened there.
Yeah.
But why? Why did they just make a story out? Why didn't they just find out who did it?
Oh, this is a very tangled web.
Political.
Yeah.
Like they're the police, like they're meant to do a proper job.
This is Essex Police we're talking about. They are up to the necks.
Over here.
Well, yeah, they're up to the necks in stuff. Allegedly.
Okay.
There's allegedly 140 case files on this that are hidden away. Because the official storyline they wanted to stick to was that it was Mick and Jack that were guilty.
Did they just want them out of the way?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because they were troublemakers.
Yeah.
Interrupting the
The police wanted them out of the way. Tony and Pat were stepping on the toes of actual big fish. You know, the East End games. They were small fish, and they were treading on their toes, and they didn't care. So the big games basically wanted to get rid of them. Blundell put out something that he wanted to call Tony in for a meeting. Tony wouldn't go, Pat went, and basically they said Tony's going to get it in the back of the head, and if you're there, you'll get it too. Pat went, and basically they said Tony's going to get it in the back of the head, and if you're there, you'll get it too. And Pat was like, well, if that's the case, and so be it. So they really didn't care. But my feelings on it is that the gangs ordered the hit. The police knew about it. They told the police we'll deal with it, and the police sort of stepped back and let them get on with it. But they wanted to frame someone for the murder, and because Mickey still kept giving Ivan Dibley the slip and Customs and Excise for his repeated drug run-ins, it was like, oh, we can pin it on Mick.
Well, there had to be a patsy, wouldn't
We've got our man, and we get Mick off the streets. Mick's innocent of the murder. But yeah, they're like, yeah, we've got our man, we're done, that's it. Mick's still inside. He's 80 now.
Yeah.
I think he's.
Torment of the soul just coming.
Yeah. Well, we know that. So that's what's gone on. But there's a real mystery about what happened between 7 and midnight. And there's people that know, but they won't say anything. All I'm interested in is whether they came away from that, whether they came away from here, and who pulled the trigger. I don't care who ordered it, who, all the other people implicated. I'm just interested in what they had in the back of their car, if they went away, and who done the trigger. That's all I want to know.
So who's the guy who went and told the police?
Who's the guy
Daniel?
Darren.
Darren.
Yeah.
Why did he do that then?
They pulled him over and he had 10 kilos of cannabis in the back of his van.
Asylum.
Oh, so it was a little bargain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he turned supergrass, he then got given a new identity. So no one knows who he is or whereabouts
Was he really skinny?
Darren? No.
Oh, okay. Because this guy's just said puny bastard.
Puny.
Puny, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking at this chap, seriously, trying to stay at Hastings.
Darren will be, yeah, I would think Darren will be puny in the sense that he's
against Patty.
a wuss sort of thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Puny to me means like small.
Yeah,
but
someone
maybe that's
tiny.
not what
Yeah,
it
no.
means. Okay.
What Pat's referring to is puny
Janet.
in that he's a wuss.
Yes.
Pat, okay.
Right, bit of a coward then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compared to the size of Pat, he was.
Yeah, but then that's not really evidence, is it? Because Pat's a big man, so everyone would be.
Yeah.
So when I say that, it needs to mean something. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it means.
All right, well that makes sense then, yeah, because
But it was
Right,
said
he's
with quite
going.
a lot of distaste.
yeah.
I've got Necro come up.
But there was when I mentioned Darren Nichols here before,
Scream.
there was a lot of ill feeling towards him, and it was from Pat,
Okay.
which is why I felt that it was Darren that pulled the trigger, and Darren let Pat know it was him that pulled the trigger. That's why he shot Pat in the side as opposed to straight going for the head.
Well, if this is Pat here, why don't he just say so?
Pat, we are giving you the platform to say that. We're giving you that opportunity to confirm that.
It's not saying anything.
All right. Was it not? Okay, I'm prepared to be wrong over the last 2 occasions. If it wasn't, Darren, say so. I'm happy to be wrong if it... I still know Darren was involved, whatever happened, but I'm happy to be proved wrong if it wasn't him. I'd just like him to say so.
Curse.
This is really quiet.
Yeah.
Fight. Leave here.
I'll be happy to leave here if you can give us some sort of sign that we're on the right track. And my right ear went and started ringing as I was saying some stuff there, so...
Closer.
You want me closer here?
Can you hear me?
Hold out your hand. Let's hope you don't come up, you naughty boy.
There is one other thing I'd like to try and confirm. Because Pat's the dominant. Tony is as well.
So is Pat like leaving?
Pat was like the enforcer, if that makes sense. I mean, you've seen the size of him.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's standing behind me, and I've got to say, it just feels like a building.
yeah,
Like literally
he was a mountain.
Yeah.
That's a brick.
He was a mountain. If you ever see videos or pictures of him online, he's a big guy. As I say, that's not to say Tony wasn't, because Tony was a big guy and all, but he wasn't tall like Pat was.
He's saying he wasn't a bad-looking man.
No, I'll give him his dues.
Pat is saying I wasn't a bad-looking man.
was a
No,
bit of a
Pat, you
ladies'.
weren't.
Would you say he's a ladies' man?
Yes, he was.
Very
Yeah,
much so, yeah.
yeah. He had a
But he had a partner. He said he had someone.
How?
yeah,
And he loved her.
yeah. Was
And
it?
he had... Did he have a child that he
Okay.
left behind?
Yeah.
But he's not talking about any other kids.
No, I think he just had one.
Yeah, yeah,
Recorder.
Oh no, we left his going.
So,
yeah. Mine as well. Mine's
Yeah.
really, really high.
All right. As I say, Pat, what we're trying to do, mate, is just trying to establish what happened to you, because there's a load of crap that's gone out. There's so many books and films and God knows what else that all say different things.
So much falsehood's been put on your name, Pat. That's all we're trying to do is clear your name.
You know,
He is alluding to there being another investigation.
Finish.
A proper one. Being done by, like, proper detectives or police
Yeah.
officers.
yes,
And he said, when the truth comes out, there'll be more bloodshed.
Of course they will.
yeah. That's down for that's down for the wider picture of what happened to you. As I say, I'm purely here to find out what
So the police have reopened it then, have they?
the detective he's talking
Oh, he
about.
said no.
No,
I'm really confused now.
yeah, no. Pat's right. The detectives that are involved, because I've spoken to said detectives.
You have?
Yes, I know who he's talking about.
Oh, right. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
I do. This makes absolute sense to me. Yeah, he's what's known as quality, something like a quality witness or something like that, because he was a detective. So he's something like quality witness or something like that. But yeah, there's some guys that are.
There's a group of them doing it properly.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
there
right,
is.
okay.
I know. I'm not properly. I'm a paranormal investigator.
I don't think he
Yeah.
means that.
I know.
Protect.
Yeah, Pat's
I'm not
fine.
going to go back and say
Disease.
he's much bigger than me.
Yeah,
And he may be non-corporeal, but you know, I'd rather not.
Yeah,
argue.
no, I mean, yeah, I know exactly what Pat's talking about. But as I say, yeah, I know the team that you're talking about, and they are quality, they are experienced guys.
Okay.
And we just, I say that the truth is to come out for them, hopefully, because Mick, as you know, wasn't in, you know, he didn't pull the trigger.
The man in the prison.
Yeah, the man's still in prison. Yeah, because this is Mick, Pat. This is now 2024, and Mick is still inside. And as far
Nicole,
as I'm concerned,
Megan.
what's that? Hang on a minute.
Something draw bigger.
Pagan. Yeah, that'd be me.
Pagan?
Yeah, that'd be me.
But yeah, Mick is still inside. 2024 now, and that's been now 1998. So what's that? 26 years. It'll be this year that Mick is still inside. So
Oh, he's right about the phone saying if it was 1998,
Yeah.
won't me?
yeah, well, 1995 was when it happened. 1998 was when Mick and Jack were convicted and sent down.
30 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, and they were supposed to do 15 years. If they had come out at 15 years and said yes, we're guilty, they could probably have walked. But Mick and Jack Waynes constantly maintained their innocence.
Mick and who?
Mickey Still and his friend Jack Waynes, who were the pair that who were framed for the shooting, they were sentenced to 15 years, and they could
So why
probably.
are they still inside?
Jack's been out for a couple of years now. He's on licence, or he was. I don't know if he's still on licence, but I think Jack sort of realised that he wasn't getting out unless he basically got his head down, became a model prisoner, learned to read and write, and mentored other prisoners and that sort of thing. So he came out a couple of years ago, but Mickey's still inside. Mick, I don't think he's accepted it because he's still protesting his innocence, and he was framed, which he was. The trouble is the officials, you know, the police and the courts and that are not interested.
Well, I imagine if it comes out that the police were wrong, that's a huge amount of compensation for someone's family, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but
So can I just ask then, you think it was Darren? By himself?
Yeah. I don't know if
There
there's
was
any.
3 of them in the car. Would one of them not have got out and wrestled him for his gun or
But just too quick. As I said,
run off?
it was all over in a matter of seconds. It was
So
literally.
did he shoot them all from the same side?
Yeah, he came in from the passenger side door. It was. If I just use that as it. Pat, feel free to confirm anything, but yes. So you've got it here. You've got the driver's door there, then you've got the rear passenger door.
Yeah.
So he's basically opened the door and shot Craig, shot Tony, both in the head, and then yes, they can't go anywhere because Craig's the driver. He's been shot.
So they're shot from behind?
Yeah, but Pat's there, so he's not shooting from his behind his side. But Pat was shot in the abdomen.
Right.
He was shot in the abdomen first, which
Well,
leads
that
me
wouldn't
to
kill him straight away, would it?
no.
Right,
So
okay, I get you now. So
yeah.
then you have time to see who it was?
Yeah, and I think
Right, okay.
he wanted, Pat, please tell me if I'm right, that shooter wanted you to know who he was. That's been what's meant to feeling on this.
I'm asking him, he just won't commit.
He won't.
No, and I'm feeling really emotional right now, like really, really. You can take that away. Do you know what? I think, and I might be wrong. This is just the sense of what I'm getting. He doesn't want this to come out this way.
I'll be trying to agree with you.
He doesn't want it
Kind of agree
to
with
come out like this.
Right.
He wants it to be official. He wants it to be known so that there can't be any
comeback really.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
not the word. What's the word? Ambiguity.
Right. Okay.
So there can be no ambiguity. But he's not saying you're not right. He's just
He doesn't want to.
he can't do it. But I've got such a bad pain here in my back. Now my kidneys. I know it's the wrong side because you're saying he was
Yeah.
on the He was in
That
the
was where
passenger
that was where we were shot.
seat in my
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be this side.
Oh,
of it, doesn't
I mean,
it?
Pat, that's fair enough. Yeah,
And
I
I know
totally
you
get
said
that.
earlier that he doesn't like you, but I don't get the sense of that at all. I don't get any animosity.
I might
for
have I'm sorry, Pat. I might have misread that.
Run away.
That wasn't you, Pat, honestly.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I might have misread
That is what that man did, though, run away.
Yeah, it was just because there was a lot of energy down here when I've come down here the previous 2 occasions. I was very green to this.
He's saying you're not the only person to do this here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably the only one that's
Other
filmed
people have been
it.
here and done similar things.
Okay, I'm probably the only one that's filmed
Maybe
it.
he's just tired. I don't know. I'm just speculating now, but
Yeah.
he's
They're
saying
here.
you're not the first to do this, and I'm wondering if he's just like, oh, again.
Yeah.
And this
fair
isn't,
enough.
for some people, this isn't evidence enough.
No, we know this isn't evidence. I mean, no one.
Well, it is
no,
to me. I can
yeah.
see the bloody guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he's
no,
definitely
this.
here.
I know.
Sleeping.
I know. Pat's saying that this is not official evidence. It never will be. It can't be.
Yeah.
This is
But he's saying it will come out.
Yeah,
It will come out.
I really hope it does, not just for your sakes, but for obviously Mick, who's been in prison for all that time. 'Cause I know Mick was his friend. For whatever else
Mick was
happened.
his friend.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even make sense to shoot him then.
No, that's what I mean. It doesn't.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mick
I didn't
as
know
far as we're aware, Mick was a friend of his.
And what about Jack?
Jack, I don't think was really known to them. I think Jack might have known Pat from prison. I think Jack might have been in prison with him. Yeah, so he knew Mick quite well because Mick was drug import export, and like, if you want someone to bring you drugs, he mixed them out. Because that's what they was involved with, doing the drugs on the doors. Raquel's,
Okay.
you know, Raquel's is well known for it, and
Yeah.
you know the clubs in South
the
End, the clubs in
nightclub.
Montford.
Was Raquel's a nightclub?
Yeah, yeah. It was Tony. Tony Tucker had the door there,
Oh, okay.
so the drugs all sort of went through him and into the club. But no, I understand that.
Do you know what? I know this is weird because we know they're criminals and he's a big guy,
Yeah,
but he's got a very gentle energy, unless that's just how he is now.
yeah,
He strikes me as a man of few words as well.
yeah.
Like, he will only say
I mean, people said to
what needs to be said.
yeah. I mean,
Right.
people did say of Pat, he was a generous guy and all that. It just sort of went down the wrong path, which I'm now feeling is more apparent. He sort of went down the wrong path. You know, he could have done some really good stuff, but
If
you
it'd
know.
been a false good, yeah.
yeah, where we are. I mean, so I apologise for any animosity it might have been last 2 times, which is obviously why this time we've kept a very solid, you know, a very small group, so we can sort of take that away, really.
I quite like him actually.
All right. If I said to you, not yet, not lad, does that make sense to you?
Sorry.
If I said to you, not yet, I'm not a lad, does that make sense to you?
In terms of
I don't know what
giving, yeah, definitely, yeah.
All I
Yeah.
can hear
It
in my
can't,
head
it can't be here like this.
all I can
is
hear in
what
my
he's
head
saying.
is, I'm not a lad, not yet, not
Yeah,
yet,
that
I'm
will
not a
make
lad.
sense. Yeah.
Okay.
When he didn't say
Oh, I
those
get
exact
that.
words.
I
but
get
that's-
that. I mean, I'm going to draw a line under this today anyway, because we can't do it anymore. I don't know if Pat can answer maybe 1 or 2 more.
Can I ask him?
Yeah, is Tony and Craig with you?
He's just saying they're okay.
They're okay.
So I'm assuming they're not right here with him,
Okay.
but he's saying they're okay.
All right. Have they moved on?
He's just saying they're okay.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
To this place, then.
That's fine.
No, I think he's here. Yep, he's here because we're here.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said he knew we were coming.
Yeah, I knew he knew we were coming right from when I left home.
This is all becoming very complicated now, isn't it? I knew he knew, you knew, they knew.
Yeah.
Someone just said big.
And he's laughing.
Yeah.
And he's doing that to you. I don't know if a man
Yeah,
that
I'm
would do
feeling that. Yeah.
So that is
Do
what he's
you know, I'm really glad we can walk away. You know, we will walk away on good terms because, as I say, the last couple of times, a lot of energy flying around. But yeah, I've had a bit of experience, which is why I really enjoy it here. I don't know if Pat can answer whether he was anywhere else during that night.
He's not saying.
Not saying.
He's not
What brought you
interested in
here?
doing But he has said Damon again.
Damon.
Yeah.
Okay, is it definitely Damon, not Darren?
Damon. Yes, because I can see it written down. D-A-M-O-N. Otherwise, I would have thought it was Damien. Because
Okay.
that's a common name.
Alright, so...
Unless he liked Blur.
Well, Blur was
No,
big
that's
then.
not it. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not it.
Or
He's
was a
talking
fan
about.
of
No,
Matt
no.
Damon in his early days?
Sorry?
Was a fan of Matt Damon in his early days?
Matt Damon would have been a kid.
No,
Really?
it's not that. There is someone called Damon who's important.
Okay.
I don't know if it's important to this. He's just
Yeah.
saying, and he's here, not over there.
Even Blur would have been too young, then.
Right.
I don't know when Blur were out.
2000s, 2000.
Alright, we're going to do a summary in a minute. Just sum up everything we've got.
Yeah, so I don't want to complicate things further.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still think I know you know who was involved, but as I say,
He's saying there's people who know,
yeah, we all know that. And
but no one will say anything because it's a risk to their lives. They
Yeah.
actually feel scared to come forward and be witnesses.
Is that what you meant about there'll be bloodshed if it come out?
yeah,
I don't know. He
Because you
hasn't.
said it a little while ago.
I did say that, yeah.
This is my land.
okay.
But you said,
Get off my
earlier
land.
Perhaps
that
that's the
When,
chap
when
who
it
ran
comes
off.
out, there will be more bloodshed.
Yeah. But I don't know who that.
There's
Bloodshed
people that
will
know.
be.
There's people that know. I mean, I'm sure the shooter's still alive, and I'm sure he's not in prison. But you know.
Oh, the shooter's still alive.
Mm.
But again, none of them are coming forward. None of them are talking.
Like he said, there are people who are not even connected with them, who will know people who know people who were,
Yeah.
who know the truth, and they won't even say anything
Right. Yeah. This is. I mean.
because they're scared.
Yeah. Now the funny.
He's saying that the people he was involved with were proper hard bastards.
Yeah.
And they, I know, and that's obvious to me. It's not the evidence, is it?
People
No.
know it.
But they would be indiscriminate in the way they reacted. If
Yeah.
people had come forward with the truth at the time,
Yeah.
and those people who knew what really happened still won't come forward because of that.
Yeah. I'm totally on board with that
He's
because.
also saying this isn't your fault. I don't know if he's talking to you.
I get the feeling, yeah, because I'm trying to get the answers, and I know where Pat's coming from now.
Okay. But he said they're driven a long way. I
Right.
don't know what he's talking about now. He's a bit backwards and forwards and a bit
Yeah.
disjointed, but
Yeah,
he's saying that we'd driven a long way.
we're driven a long way.
Yeah, I'm assuming he said we. His words were we'd driven a long way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because obviously, yeah, that was an odd. Yeah.
Or longer than he needed to. Longer
Right.
longer
Danger.
I don't know.
Longer than you needed to. 'Cause I'm trying to think what your movements were that day, because you did go around.
Did he take the long route? Unless he's laughing. No, he's not laughing, sorry.
Right.
Unless he's referring to being Rudy. We were all on the road, had to come back in. round the long way round. But I don't think that's what he
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
He's saying we've driven a long way.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm going around a long way, but did you go to any other pubs that night?
He's not saying anything, but I do get the sense there might be a yes in there. It's like he's non-committal.
Right.
I mean, if he gave that information, would they be really key in... Is that why he won't say anything? Because he's already said
Possibly.
it can't come out here. So
Yeah.
maybe he's got to be really careful about what he says.
Yeah, because there's already witness statements available which were dismissed at the time, but there was one put in, I think.
He was sort of half smiling when you said that, but he's not saying anything.
Right. Yeah. So it's yeah. It's yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you know, if you two had been friends,
Yeah.
that look would have meant something. I think that's...
I can actually picture it in my head right now.
It's inside.
Yeah, yeah, because I will say there are reports that the detectives are well aware of, and they've tried to get the information out as well, that there was a pub in Alsip, I think it's maybe the Alsip Cop. There was also the Fortune of War.
Phone.
He's shaking his head.
Not the Fortune Award.
He's just shaking his head then when you said that, so maybe.
Okay.
It's like he's waiting for you to say something else.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something else you're about to say, and he's gonna say yes.
I've also got the Carpenter's Arms.
And I think that might be the yes.
Right, because that was, I think, someone that matched Craig's description that was seen in the Carpenter's Arms.
Okay.
But, okay, so maybe the opposite cop.
But he hasn't said. No, he didn't say no. No, what was the one he said no to just now?
Yeah,
Oh, Fortune War. So
Yeah.
he didn't say no to your cock, he didn't say anything. He was shaking his head when you said Fortune of War, and then when you said the Carpenter's Arms, that feeling I got that it would be yes
right, okay.
was there, but he's not nodding, so it could be my interpretation, so just bear that in mind.
All right.
In case I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Mediums are not always right.
No.
The dead people are, and then we misinterpret it, so.
Yeah, we can take it.
You remind me of someone.
All right, so,
Do I?
I mean, the bottom line here, there is, I'm taking that they did go away at some point during the evening and come back.
He's pulled, do you know what? He's just pulled the exact face I just pulled. I could feel my face doing it.
Yeah.
But he's not committing again.
All right.
He's not
Poke.
committing.
Oh dear, I think we would have had a laugh back in the day.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you know, I cannot think of anything else because, as I say, the things that what I had in my mind to find out was what was in that hold door, was in the back of the car, whether you came away. Yeah, so there was anything linking to the shooter.
Hot.
Hot.
He just said nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not stepping forward.
I don't know if that's an answer to what was in the hold door or if he's talking about something else.
Or was
He
there
just said
nothing in the hold door at the time and I was expecting to pick something up?
He just said nothing. You said, was there something in the hold door? And he said nothing.
All right.
Or you're interested in what's in the hold door and he said nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means nothing because there's nothing of any relevance or he literally means it was empty.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah, because it'd have been one or two things that was either in the bag or they turned up here to put in the bag.
I suggest it be the latter because obviously they've turned up.
He's saying nothing.
Okay.
Again, nothing.
Nothing.
If they've been told to come here to collect the contraband, like they're going to turn up with empty bags.
Yeah.
They can't just like bung them in the back of the car, can they? So.
Yeah, because the one thing that did happen at that time was that there were planes that had come over, a plane or planes that did fly over and drop cannabis in this area. They was aiming for East Hanningfield.
Did that go in the lake?
Yeah.
That's why he was talking about a lake. He was saying about the ponds.
We'll go have a look.
All right.
What, the lake
It's
now?
quite a walk.
Sorry?
It's quite a walk. You're probably better off watching my drone footage of this area because then you'll see it all.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
That's
I think we free cannabis.
Oh, stop it. Well, it's probably rotten by now.
Should have gone over. I'm just joking.
They wouldn't stop you looking, no.
Fine, just keep it wrong. Carl, and I'm from the 1800s. Does that help?
I mean, the only other things that are springing to mind is whether Pat can tell us whether any other vehicles turned up.
God, just give us one definitive answer, just one.
You know, you was talking about the stars. Look up.
Right, he said I can't.
All right. Okay, because again, there was witness reports of other vehicles that had been here.
They said all they could
This
see was
is
the
saying
stars.
this is what the night looked like.
Yeah, I know. It
And he
was.
said, but he doesn't know why he was talking about effing stars. So I don't know who was talking about stars.
Was it because you was on drugs that night?
I don't know. He's not answering that.
All right. No, it's all right. You're not going to get nicked now.
But you know these people who turn up to do some bad
Yeah.
and they like chat about stuff.
Yeah.
If it was Darren, maybe he was like, oh, stars, like shoot him in the car. Stars are nice tonight, aren't they? You know, like just taking it a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then the other two would have got out and knocked him out, wouldn't they? So I doubt it's that. I don't know what he's talking about then, but someone was talking about the stars.
Yeah. No, as I say, it's funny that I turned up this night and it's the conditions are virtually the same. It's not quite as cold as what it was, but we've got.
It feels it.
Yeah, we will go in a minute, but yeah, because as I say, the moon was in the virtually the same phase as it was on the night. I mean, it was clear and it was cold. I mean, the only difference is there's no snow. So it's going to get frosty. And that night, he'll probably know when I came over here on the films. Could he maybe answer whether that held anything? When
Say that again?
I don't know if Pat can answer if that held anything because I came
How
over
do I
on the
use
film.
it?
It was about a year ago. I did that because I was following the witness statement from Billy Jasper, and I ran across the field and I come out from behind the gate to this spot to try and read.
Non-committal again.
Yeah, all right. Okay. I can only but try.
I think the fact that he keeps saying I can't, it's almost like he's saying yes, isn't it? But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to say that.
Yeah,
because,
you can't say yes, we can't say no.
No.
People are just going to take their own interpretations on it.
That's what I keep getting
That's all.
told. I'm not allowed to. Not
No,
yet.
that's what he's saying. I can't.
No.
I'm not allowed to. Yeah. that's what
And
I
the thing
keep
is,
in my head.
you've got to remember, whatever Pat was like when he was down here, it's not the same now.
Diseased.
His spirit now, which means he looks at things differently. He's looking at the whole thing from a position of love and light, or whatever you want to call it.
I'm
I'm
really glad about that.
if he was here on
Yeah.
Earth as a person, he'd be like, yeah, I'll tell you it is, because
Yeah.
guy's an arsehole.
Yeah,
He's
I
in a
think
different place
yeah,
now where he understands how the cosmos works.
yeah,
And so he can't.
You can
Right.
change lives by
can't.
saying.
yeah.
But he's
That-
saying
th-
again,
this is the Pat I'd get on with.
he's saying again, the truth will come out.
Yeah, I genuinely hope it does. Yeah, so at least for Mick's sake.
I
just
think
hope
I've
he gets
spoken
that.
to a dead criminal before.
Have you not?
I think so.
Especially once
We've,
they talk.
unfortunately, unfortunately, Rudy and I have only spoken to dead victims.
Dead,
Dead victims.
I thought you said pixies.
I suppose some of them were pixies.
Yeah, no, we've yeah, we had the
Well, he was a victim technically.
yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, he was
So-
still a victim. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the only time you really can technically take someone's life is in defence of your own or your family.
Yeah.
So, you know,
He
in that
said
respect,
some would say that they deserved it.
it's yeah, a lot of people.
And I
said
get
that.
the sense that he doesn't disagree. He
Yeah.
said he's done some bad things.
Yeah,
All
oh,
of them
he
done
knows.
some bad things.
Yeah, so it's just such a shame because you know, if he hadn't gone down that path, who knows what he could have done.
Yeah.
It was their path, though.
Eh?
It was their path.
Yeah.
It was what they signed up for.
That's
It's
what he
they
chose
done.
before he came here, I guess. Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
chose. They
But
chose
you'll
that life.
choose again when you come back again, I suppose.
Now he's laughing.
So he's going to come back again.
I don't know, maybe he's saying no chance. I don't know. He's just
Well, if you
laughing.
do, come and buy me a beer.
Now he's laughing again.
Okay, all right, we're going to wrap it up there. but
Leave.
Pat, are you in a place of peace now?
Yes,
Are we? Right, well, that's the main thing.
and thank you.
You're so welcome. What about Tony and Craig? Are they in a,
They're okay. He just keeps saying they're
right,
okay.
so they're in a place of peace. Well, right, and we can call a line on this, I think. So, yeah, well, what's that?
Stomach problems.
Stomach problems.
Yes,
Well, that's
one way
that's
to
putting it.
explain
Yeah, that's putting it very mild.
Well, considering he didn't have a stomach afterwards, so
No.
yeah.
No, we had lead poisoning from it.
Yeah.
But, all right, Pat. We're going to leave you with love and light. Thank you for being as cooperative as you can be. But we'll leave that to you people for interpretation. So you can make
So
your own.
he just said he said get a better medium.
Get a really?
So what?
This is
I'm
the
not
third-
talking to you now.
This is my third time
knows you
back
too
with
well.
good, like, you
No,
know.
well, I'd like to say I think he's joking, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know.
He is.
No, I can't get any better than Pat and Rudy and Gloria. That's all I want to say. It would be very nice if there's a couple of others here so I could talk to as well. They're good. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we're going to wrap that up.
He's just done his little thing again and he's gone.
I'll do the same back. Thank you. Yeah, this is yeah, it's like a moment. Just you know, something.
Where are
just,
you?
You know, just a lift. Just a good lift. Do you want to come up and summarise anything you can take from this?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
And anything you like?
Okay, before I came here I knew nothing about this. I remember the Essex boys shooting. I must have been about 25 and I really wasn't interested. It wasn't my kind of thing, so I've never followed it. Didn't even really know the significance of Rettendon. And so when Adam said that they were going to come back here, I made a point of not looking up anything. So if I've sounded a bit confused or not making sense, that's why. But the guy that I had, Pat, is not how I would imagine a criminal to be. So, and I'm a bit surprised that he even turned up so readily.
Sorry, we're cold.
So clearly. But, yes, I guess it teaches me you can get some cooperative dead folk in the middle of a path.
This has been quite an enlightening experience for me as well, because after the last 2 occasions, I kind of expected different, a different outcome, but this has been a hugely positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever animosity you thought was there just isn't.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, I misread that. But time's a great. Well, I say time's a great healer. It's a great teacher.
Someone just said, can we stay a while?
We'll have to keep our hands in the
Stay a
pocket.
while. Not with our hands as cold as this, mate. Sorry.
Put them in your pockets.
And he sighed.
To your right.
To my
He said,
right.
he said, can he stay a while? I said, not for hands cold as this, and he went, and it come up sigh.
Oh, best.
Pat, would you like us to come back in the summer and we can have a little conflab?
Well, he's not here now, so you have to wait
Oh.
and see if one of your
Okay.
machines says anything.
Is there anyone else here?
I can't get anyone else up, no.
Okay.
It's like the energy's changed now.
Yes.
So we've basically lifted what energy was here, which.
Maybe or perhaps he brings the energy with him and then he takes it with him, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
I-
I will say he had a very different energy to the guy who I encountered.
Yeah. So,
His energy was lighter.
Well, he was doing a runner, wasn't he? So
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I now feel the energy here is changed a bit, but it's changed.
I know, probably even the cat balls are
Frosted up.
frosted
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I think, yeah. As I say, because I've been down here quite a few times.
Bloody crazy.
I've been down here quite a few times and I felt heavy energies. But I feel that sort of.
It doesn't feel heavy to me right now.
No, it doesn't feel that to me now either.
But when you know something like this has happened, it's easy to feel it. So I was walking down here thinking, oh, you know, we know what happened right here. Like souls left their bodies right here.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to know.
Yeah.
And then your mind starts going into overdrive, doesn't it? But, yeah. Well, thanks for dragging me down here.
Yeah, oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully the next one's be a bit warmer.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good.
Right, so we're going to leave that one now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. As I said, I wanted to get a very different feel for this one. Just keep it a bit more somber and reflective, and it's amazing how different a response, even if Pat was very non-committal, to what we've had the previous times, but it's been an actually positive experience, which everything that's happened in the last few years, it's something I didn't expect. But we're glad to leave it there. So I'm going to maybe look at one or two other things on this, but it won't be the paranormal side. For me, I'm done with this. We can't get any more info. As you noticed, Pat was very non-committal with answers or responses. So we can only leave it there, and we just hope that justice does happen, that Mick comes out, and the guys that did actually put the trigger, they face justice in whatever form. Thanks once again, love and light, God bless from yourself and the rest of the Southend Paranormal team. See you, bye bye.